Okay, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm really nervous. I just feel like it's rude, but I'm in so much fucking pain. I fear that's the best it's gonna get. It's 9:58. It's at 10 a.m. I'm scared. Ah! Can I have kissy, yeah, bub? You don't have to give it to me. Thank you. Thank you for the kiss. How blessed am I? Hashtag blessed. Okay, no, I'm so fucking nervous. 1 minute. We're gonna turn on the audio. I guess we'll use the microphone. Fuck. Oh my god. Eee! I don't want to do this. I'm probably gonna mask hard during this interview. I guess we'll find out together. I love how you're just like a fly on the wall for this. Ah! It's 10 a.m.
How are you?
Hi, I just wanted to apologize. I'm having like a high symptom day and I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm like doing this from bed. So I hope that's okay. I don't mean it to be rude.
Please, I'm doing it for my kitchen.
Okay, Slay. Your hair is so beautiful. It's like curly. It looks like you just washed it or did like a curly hair routine.
Thank you. I literally just got out the shower. I was like, I need to shower before I start my day.
Fair.
Like, it makes sense also because like I don't live in America right now, so it's like afternoon for me. So.
Okay, where do you live if you don't mind my asking?
London.
England?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! That's awesome. Good for you.
Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's like I want to say it's 3 o'clock, so it's
okay. So not a morning shower. It's like a midday shower.
Midday shower.
I love my 3 p.m. showers.
I bed this morning.
As you should, Queen. That's what I'm doing right now.
Do you want to go in the article by your first name?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, no first name, last name. Last initial.
First name, last name is good. Yeah.
And
I'm recording this too, if that's okay for YouTube.
That's fine.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome.
This meeting is being recorded.
The question would be, can you walk us through the moment you discovered the bat in your toilet?
Yeah. I went downstairs to do laundry after like literally a month of living in this new place, and I looked down and I saw what I was like, I don't shit in this bathroom. Did my mom take a shit? Like, I don't know. And then I looked closer and it was a fucking baby bat. It was deceased. So I called my mom, as one does in this scenario, despite the fact that I'm 31 years of age. And I was like, she was at the cottage and I was like, what the fuck do I do? There's a deceased baby bat in my toilet. And she was like, can you flush it? And I like looked and I'm just like, okay, it's definitely smaller than like shits that I take, so like maybe. So I was like, okay, well, we're just gonna record this because I don't want to do this alone. So I flushed the toilet, recorded it, and it was a terrifying moment, and that's kind of what happened.
Did the bat look like it had been there for a long time, or was this kind of a fresh surprise?
No, I mean, the thing is I never really go down into that room. Like, I just use my upstairs bathroom, which is stupid because the upstairs bathroom literally can't flush very well, but that's okay. I just like never go down there, and it was just like very clearly dead, and I don't know how long it had been there, but she was gone.
Yeah. And what made you decide to post on TikTok, and how did you feel when suddenly everybody was like, oh, go get a rabies shot?
I post a lot of my life on TikTok and Instagram. I've been doing that for like 2 years, and I think like sometimes you can, if you've been doing this long enough, like you can tell when something is gonna hit and when it's an idea that's gonna hit. So I just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna post it. And I haven't really had a lot of success on TikTok. I've been doing a lot better on Instagram. I did have like an account with I think like 13,000. Maybe I got to 13,000 after the first year of posting on it, but I lost the account. So I was stuck, at a pretty, I think I was at like maybe 5,500 last week. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. I thought that video was gonna do well, but it turns out that the video that did well was the hospital admission video.
Yeah.
So that was wild.
That's on my For You page.
Yeah. It's interesting, like the virality of TikTok versus Instagram. I find that people on TikTok, which I've never really experienced at this level, were so much kinder. Like, again, obviously, if you have a viral video, it's going to be, 33 million competing people's opinions, and then there are going to be lots of negative comments, too. But I found that there were, like, so many really, really kind people, and it was very nice, and, like, I don't know, it was very nice.
Yeah, and were you able to verify any of the advice before going to the hospital?
What do you mean? Oh, so I called the paramedics because I didn't know what else to do, and they were like, "We're not like you just need to go to the ER." I went to the ER. I did speak with the doctor, and I understood that the likelihood of me or of the bat having rabies and me contracting not labia, Jesus, of me contracting rabies is the percentage is so extremely low. But the percentage of you dying if you do contract rabies and don't actually get help is like wildly high. Yeah. So I just like, to me, it was giving like life or death situation, which sounds stupid, but like for context, I had such a bad chronic illness flare up for 2.5 months from April till June. And it was so bad that I was in so much pain that I could barely walk. And even at that point, I didn't even go to the ER because I'm also 12 years sober. I don't want to take narcotics, like, you know. But I desperately needed help, and it was so challenging for me to be in that kind of setting. But I did it because I was just like, whatever, like if this is what I need to do medically to like potentially save myself from dying, which is what I've wanted to do my entire life anyway. So I don't know what happened, but I feel like rabies is a bad way to go.
Yeah,
but anyway,
it's also nerve-wracking.
Well, like there was nothing that was nerve-wracking to me about the process of getting the shot, about the potential of getting rabies. That didn't worry me because I understood that like if you get the shot, you're fine. Like, I mean, with shots there are side effects, but I could give a fuck. It was about the process of going to the hospital, dealing with the people, dealing with the lights, the fact that I'm in Canada and, you know, usually waits in the emergency room are around 12 hours, and just dealing with people sitting super close to you, breathing on you, like accidentally touching you, like having to answer questions and talk to a bunch of people. And I knew it was going to be really, really hard for me, so I wanted to preface it with like telling her basically like, hey, by the way, like I'm autistic, so if you don't think I need to be here, hey, I'll just go home because I really, really fucking don't want to be here.
But the moment that the nurse was like, oh yeah, like I think it was good that you came in, what did that mean to you? I would have been like,
I was like, it's a good thing I came in. Okay. No, it was validating, I guess, because I was like, but I also just like, she told me that and I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna fucking be here.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
Yeah, and what was the medical recommendation that you ultimately received?
Well, I mean, she told me that the likelihood of me having rabies was low, which I knew going in there, but the nurse ended up administering the shots, but yeah, I mean, she gave me the shots.
Okay, cool. So you did have to take them.
Yeah, so the first day, you get 5 shots, delt, quad, glute. Then a few days ago, I got another shot. It's crazy. I'm getting a 3rd shot today, well, like a 3rd round today, and the paramedics are coming to my house.
Okay.
It's very, very awesome. When I called the, I don't know, like the health ministry or whatever, they told me I had an option of either going back to emerge, which, you know, I didn't want to do, or a paramedic can come to my house. And I was like, is it free? And they were just like, yep. And I was like, that's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you so much. I will take that. So, yeah.
Looking back, do you feel reassured by going in, or is it still confusing?
It wasn't confusing. I feel reassured by going in. I think that the biggest kind of takeaway that I wanted to give to people is that I am autistic level 1, which means that I have lower support needs. I don't know what it's like to have higher support needs. I think objectively it's significantly harder. I don't know what that experience is like, but I can with some certainty say that it's higher to be significantly more disabled by a disability. That being said, I think it's important to also have visibility of people who have lower support needs, because often it kind of goes unlooked. Another thing that I think is worth mentioning is that within the autistic community, a lot of representation are white people like me. It's not good. It's not good at all. I think that there needs to be a lot more Black, brown, and Indigenous representation within the autistic community. That being said, some visibility, I suppose, is better than any visibility. And I think that I wanted the takeaway for people to be like, I think a lot of times when you see autism represented in media, a lot of the times it's male, white, and it's somebody who is just kind of like, you don't really see examples of lower support needs. And lower support needs don't, I feel like I'm fucking reiterating things. I'm just like very nervous about this. I just feel like when you have lower support needs, it doesn't mean no support needs. And I wanted to get accommodations. And it ended up resulting in me getting the best accommodations I've ever gotten. That being said, I also know that I am white first. So like predominantly within a healthcare situation, I do receive statistically better care. Advocating for yourself ended up being the best possible thing that I could have done, because during the admissions process, the nurse that I spoke with during the video told me that she had a person come in, I think 2 weeks before, same situation, found a deceased bat in their house, and she ended up getting shots for rabies as well. During that initial assessment, I was very visibly distressed, and she could tell. She said to me that she was seeing if she could put me in a room somewhere. There was a family room within the videos. I said it was like a room for autism. It was a joke. But I went in there and it was bright. I just turned off the lights. There was a sofa, there was an armchair, there was a table with 2 chairs, and I just chilled in there for 5 hours in the dark, and it was the best level of care I've ever received in my entire life. I could not believe how kind. People were so accommodating. At the end, it was really funny. I felt like I was a child. They gave me a banana popsicle, and I was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me, because I'm celiac also, so I need like gluten-free stuff. And yeah, I was very, I left after, I've never in my life left an emergency room after like 8 hours of being there feeling like so eternally grateful. And it's also crazy because I do live in Canada, so like everything was free, which was also a slay, because there's nothing worse than like going to an emergency room, waiting for 8 hours, and then having to pay like $20,000 for something that there's a statistical likelihood that you actually don't need.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And how are you feeling now, both physically and emotionally after the shot and the whole experience?
I am very grateful for the level of care. I find that I feel sick after the shot, but I'm also chronically ill, so I feel sick and in pain pretty much all the time. I'm just recovering today because I had a really upsetting doctor's appointment yesterday. So they what the fuck is his name? The man, the EMT, is going to be coming to give me my next shot in like 45 minutes. So I'm just like very happy with the quality of care that I received. I can't honestly believe how beautifully accommodated I was, and I'm just very grateful for all the kindness that I got.
Yeah. And what would you tell someone who finds themselves in a similarly weird situation and isn't sure what to do?
I mean, what I've learned from this and from TikTok University is that if there is a deceased bat in your household, it got in there because it was alive. Like, they have very small teeth, they can bite in a very undetectable way, they can scratch in an undetectable way. So like, hey, if you don't want to be foaming at the mouth and die and you value your life, go get rabies shots. That's it. Just like, I don't know, clock it. Like, that's it. I don't know.
And I'm done with questions, but I do want to open the floor just in case there was anything else we wanted our readers to know that I may not have touched on.
I think the only thing was just about, one thing that I think that a lot of people did touch on is that within the video, I said that I have a really hard time going grocery shopping, so if I didn't need to be here, I would like to go. And a lot of people were like, oh, you have a hard time grocery shopping, but you go and get a bunch of tattoos. Hey, autistic people can drive, we can have sex, we can masturbate, we can get tattoos. Like, I mean, it depends obviously based on support needs, right? Like, some people are significantly more capable of doing things than other people. Like, disabilities are disabling, but some are significantly more disabling for other people depending on certain experience. But there's a very different, like, vibe to a tattoo shop where it's someone that you know, where it's a controlled experience, where you get something at the end that's like cool and fun, and it has the potential to be also like a good experience in the sense of receiving pain where it's not like, you know, you cutting yourself in a horrific way. Versus like going to a grocery store where it's extremely overstimulating, there are huge overhead lights, there is like a cacophony happening around you of kids screaming, carts being pushed, beeping sounds, cashiers, you know, yelling at each other, like a bunch of sounds that are extremely upsetting. And it's just, yeah, I think that's it. Like, I mean, people really don't get it. And the fact is that autism is a spectrum. That's why it's called the autistic spectrum. It looks different on everybody, and it doesn't have a look. Like, you can't just look at somebody based on facial features and assume that they have autism versus they don't. Like, it's an invisible disability. Disabilities are disabling. That's why it's called a disability. So it means that I have a harder time doing things than the average person based off of how the disability affects me. And that's it, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me stop recording. I'll go over some logistics and then I'll answer any questions or concerns.
Okay, sounds good.
The recording has
Alright,
stopped.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you an email asking if we can embed your TikTok into the copy. You own all the rights. It's
Okay.
just that we'll add the video in so that people can know exactly what we're talking about when they read the copy.
Okay.
And then I would also love it if you had any photos. I don't know if you took any photos of the bat itself. If not, I could just take some screenshots from your TikToks.
Yeah,
That's fine.
it's just a screen. It would just be a screen cap because I didn't take any photos of it.
Yeah, that's fine. I can just go through your ones that are bat related and take
Okay.
screenshots.
Okay.
And then I'm probably gonna look to write this up, I would say by early next week. And then it's usually a 1 to 2 week turnaround of when things go live.
Okay.
It'll be on our platform with
Okay.
also the opportunity to also be on social. So Instagram, X, Facebook, there, and then I think that's it.
If it's on Instagram, can you link it to my Instagram?
I can ask, but I'm not in charge of the Instagram.
Okay.
So social team is their own team, and I don't know if they choose to put it or not. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So I just do digital platform, but what I can do is, when people go and see the TikTok, they'll be able to access your TikTok and
Okay.
go from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you have any questions or concerns for me?
No, this was random as fuck. It's not print. It's for digital.
It's for digital.
Okay, awesome. Cool.
Yes. Oh, that's another thing. I'll send it to you when it's live. You don't
Okay.
have to look for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Cool. Okay, well, thank you for taking the time. This was
This was taking the time.
random as fuck.
Hope you feel better and enjoy your bed, Roddy.
Oh, thank you. And I will, girl. Okay, have a great day. Thank you again.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Okay, bye. On the plus side, I know you're like, I don't know, I just felt like I was saying the wrong thing the entire time. I always leave every single conversation feeling like I've said the complete wrong thing. The amount of time I spend late at night going over conversations, just thinking about all the fucking horrific shit I said. Not me burping. I don't know, I think I want, what's that? Oh, okay. I want to make more anti-racism content, but it's hard because it does get taken down so quickly. Like, I made a video last year that I clipped from my podcast because I did an anti-racism podcast, and basically I was talking about how YT people like me are born into YT supremacy, and it's our job to unlearn what we've learned and put in the work and do anti-racism work. And I put it on Instagram and it got taken down immediately. And it's hard because it is a privilege to not be political, but I am such a political person and there's so many things that I want to talk about. But it does happen to result in loss of platform a lot. And the platform is how I reach people so that I can sell products to pay for my life and also pay for my mom's life. And I need to put money aside because when my mom passes, I am disabled physically, dude. And I am going to probably a lot earlier in life need like care. Anyway, I have no battery left, so we're gonna go. Like, share, comment, subscribe, send it to somebody you hate in order to spite them. And that's it. YouTube done. Slay.